everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to come on here and show you some Halloween projects I had created so far this year. I did a bit of a jump start on the Halloween paper crafting this year, and I decided to show you first some of the products I had used to create with some of these projects. First off, I'm going to show you the distress inks that I used, and these are in no particular order. First off, I used this one. Again, this is by Ranger, Tim Holtz. This is called Peeled Paint. It's like a greenish color. Now, some of these were gifted to me by my friend Elizabeth Late. I also have some distress inks in my stash. I don't have that many, but I enjoy using them. So anyways, to continue, I used this one. This one's called Tea Dye. Now, I'm not sure if this is discontinued or not. As you can see, the label is quite different. As you can tell, I've been paper crafting for a very long time. So this is an older one I have in my stash. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the labels don't look like this anymore. So, but anyways, that is one I used. And I guess if you want more information, you how to or where to find these distress inks, and I also used distress oxides as well. I guess you can look it up online to see if they're available or if they're discontinued. Next, I used this one. It's called Walnut Stain. This one is called Dusty Concord. This one is fairly new. This, I think, was released last year or earlier this year. This one's called Crackling Campfire. I'm pretty sure this is still available. This one, Spiced Marmalade. This one, I really love this one, Fired Brick. And this one is called Fossilized Amber. And of course I use the black soot. I actually use just the black soot quite a bit in projects. And onto the oxides, I used this one, Seedless Preserves. I used this one called Speckled Egg. This is fairly new as well. I believe you can still get this. Yeah, I really love that one. And there's this one, Ripe Persimmon. I used Carved Pumpkin in the oxide. This one, Twisted Citron. And lastly, Mowed Lawn. So those are the distress inks I had used. And onto some other products I had used. I recently showed these in a haul video. This is the pack of Recollections mini cards and envelopes I had used to make one project out of these so far. I used this Echo Park stencil, 6x6 stencil. I bought this at my local scrapbooking store last year. This is how it looks like. It's got bats. So, and speaking of stencils, this one, I'm not sure if this is discontinued or you can still find this. This is from Tim Holtz. This is quite old, actually. I used this one. It looks like a spider web, actually, or a cracked mirror. So yeah, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if this is discontinued or not, but I've had this in my stash for quite some time. I used some stamps from Michaels. I used part of this stamp set. I purchased this from Michaels, definitely pre-pandemic times, maybe a couple years before the pandemic had hit. So this is an older collection. I used the moon and I used the haunted house from this one. This is from last year from Michaels. I used the witch hat for a project. I love these. And this is an older stamp set, which I actually got from Michaels, again, pre-pandemic times. I used the sentiment for this one, The Witching Hour. This is by Inka Dinka Doo. Yes, Michaels was selling Inka Dinka Doo stamps at one point for Halloween. I actually bought that on clearance. And this is from last year as well. These are adorable. I used the little bat guy here. And lastly, this again is from Michaels. I bought this pre-pandemic times, maybe 2-3 years before that. So I used the crow, and that's in the cage here. I just have to put back my stamp in there. So yeah, I really love that. So yeah, that's some of the products I had used. Oh, actually one more thing. I used this little rubber stamp from Michaels. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of these smaller rubber stamps, wooden stamps. I buy these every year, so I have like a whole bin full of these. So and I do use them quite a bit in projects. So onto the projects. I actually made this card today. This is a mini card I had made for Halloween. I just did some stamping here on some scrap paper of the little bat here, and I did some layering here with some paper. I just used scraps to make this card, and inside is blank so far, but I don't know who this is going to, but it's always nice to be prepared. So I made that. I'm going to show you the cards first, or actually I'm going to show you this one first. I made a jumbo tag using distress inks and some stamping. I made this jumbo tag. So as you can see, I used some stamps here. I just made this tag into a coffin shape. I actually drew this out and I cut that out. I drew out the coffin myself, as I mentioned, and I cut that out. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun making this. Yeah, I just wanted to do something different this year for Halloween, so, and I decided to use my distress inks this year. So, and then I just tied in some ribbon here, some eyelash trim. This is a pumpkin sticker, dimensional sticker that I have in my stash. I got this from Michaels, and actually this year you can actually purchase these. I have quite a bit of these left. I may even buy one more pack of those because I really like them. And here's the back. So that is one of a tag that I had made this year so far. Next is this card I had made. So and again, I used the Tim Holtz stencil here to make that effect, and I used some distress ink. This spider sticker is from Dollarama, and this is a sticker from Michaels. I just used some holographic paper here in gold, and some cardstock, and some gemmies. It's just plain inside so far. I'm not, like, again, I'm not sure who this is going to, so I just left it blank for now. Next, I made this card. This is a witchy one using green distress inks and a stamp here. The witch's hat, which I showed you previously. I just colored in the witch's hat here, and I used a sentiment here, the witching hour, and I just stuck some gemmies here and did some layering here with some foiled paper and cardstock as well. And next card, I made this one using the bat stencil and just some scraps in my stash. Here in the middle here for this paper, I just ripped it. I just decided to rip the edges, and I just inked the edges here. And this sticker is actually from Dollarama, and I just glued everything down onto some holographic paper and some cardstock. So yeah, that turned out really well. And this one, I did a bit of a different color scheme. So yeah, so I used a lot of purples in this, and I used quite a bit of the distress oxides for this one. And I made this, and then once I inked everything up, I just took some, I took a paintbrush and I just dipped it in some water, and I just splattered the water all over the paper to give that effect. So that's what I did. And again, I used the stamp set here, this little bat sticker I've had in my stash for quite some time. So yeah, that turned out really well. And next is the last card I had made using this rubber stamp here I got from Michaels. I love this haunted house here. It's really creepy. And yeah, I just used the distress inks in my and I just glued down some gemmies here. This image here is actually popped up on pop dots to give it some dimension. Yeah, so that turned out really well. Again, I glued down some layers of glittered cardstock, and yeah, so that turned out well. And next is an embellishment box I had created. So I used a craft storage box from a mini one, actually from Dollarama, to make this. And originally underneath, I actually started making this embellishment box last year, but then I put it aside. I did glue down some paper underneath, and I wasn't really satisfied with it when I continued working on it this year. And what I did is to cover it, I used some spiderweb tablecloth, which I had purchased from Dollarama last year, just to cut apart and use in projects. So that's what I did, and I glued that down just to hide the paper underneath. And actually I like the effect that I got. You can see some of the paper peeking through, so which is kind of neat. And here is a ornament which I actually got from Dollar Tree, and to give it more sparkle, I actually, believe it or not, used some I'm sorry, I'm moving my camera a little bit. I used this nail polish, sparkly nail polish. This is from Hot Topic, actually. And I didn't have any paintbrushes on hand at the time. So, and I'm like, what can I use to make it a little bit more sparkly? And yeah, I had some nail polish, sparkly nail polish. It's kind of cool. It's a skull-shaped bottle here. How appropriate. So yeah, so that's what I used. And actually some of the orange glitter was coming off. Anyway, so that came in handy. And I glued that down. There's some gemmies here I glued down. I glued down a black spider here, plastic spider. I buy these every year from Walmart. And I think Dollar Tree may have them this year as well, but again, you can find these at Walmart. And I did some layering here with some fabric flowers from the Dollar Tree. And the tool here, I just did some layering here with some spider tool from Dollar Tree. I just cut out the spider shape and I just glued that down. These flowers are from Michael's. They were purchased from Michael's quite a few Halloween seasons ago, and I bought a couple of packs of those on clearance. And I finally got to use them this year. This is a fall leaf here in the background. And this black leaf here, I've used these quite a bit in other projects, in other embellishment boxes. Quite a few years ago from Michael's. Actually 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago when I got married. I bought a couple of these and I made my wedding bouquet. My wedding took place in late October, and I had some extra of these picks with these leaves, and I've been using them for paper crafting. And here on the edge here, I did some layering here with some ribbon. This gold trim is actually from Dollarama. I'm not sure if you can still get that at Dollarama. And this orange trim I got on clearance at Michael's. And I did glue down this black lace trim, which I got in a swap. This gemmy here is from my friend Elizabeth Late had given me a whole bunch of these. I think she got those from AC Moore. I'm not positive, but I think they're by Love Nicole. And yeah, I just glued down some gemmies here. And here on the inside, I decorated the inside a bit. Sorry, I'm trying to show you this. It is quite plain. I just glued down some cardstock here from pattern paper from Michael's. And I glued down some ribbon here and some rickrack here on the top and bottom. I haven't filled it up yet because I don't know who this is going to, so I just left it blank for now. And lastly, I had made a pocket letter. It's been a while since I've made a pocket letter. So and I decided to go with traditional colors. This is how the pocket letter looks like. Sorry about the glare, guys. So I'm just gonna fold this up and show you the layers. So I made this tassel last year. Actually, I made a whole bunch of these last year. And what I did up here, I glued down this wooden shape. I got this from Michael's quite a few years ago. I bought a pack of these and I just glued that down. This is from BB Craft. So yeah, this is the top of the pocket letter. So yeah, I'm really loving the orange and black, the traditional orange and black this year. Yeah, so I did some, they're just a mix of stickers from Dollarama and from Michael's, and the papers are from whatever paper that I have in my stash. I used a lot of scraps to make my pocket letters with. So, and here's the, yeah, here's the first layer, and here's the second and last layer. So again, stickers from Dollarama, Dollar Tree, you know, and here in the middle is a doily, which I got from Michael's quite a few years ago, and I glued that down. I just cut off the edges. So, and here's the bottom. So yeah, so in here in the bottom I did some layering here with some lace. I absolutely love lace and trims, so I use trims and lace quite a bit in projects. And here on the side is a washi tape, which I have in my stash. This was gifted to me by Serena B quite a few years ago. I couldn't find this washi tape here in Canada at that year, and she sent it to me, and I asked for it, so thank you. Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's so cute. And here's the back. I do decorate my pocket letters, the back as well. So it just, yeah. And here's the back again. I did some layering here with some trims. And here's a washi tape, which I got from Michael's. Yeah, so I just use different scraps in my stash. And usually when it comes to pocket letters, lately I've been, or when I do give out pocket letters and swaps, I don't include the goodies inside the pockets, only because it makes them so bulky, and I usually include them separately from the pocket letter. So yeah, those are my project shares. Some of you have already seen these on my Instagram. So yeah, so I'm enjoying paper crafting this year for Halloween. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye now.